Modern Rustic Homes has developed a successful design-build process that is executed by a team of experienced professionals who have designed and built homes for over 2 decades.
The clients play a huge role in the design process because we're taking their vision of what they want and we're going to build them a custom designed and custom built home. So it's important that they communicate to us what they're looking for, what they want, and they get that from looking at the previous projects we've done and the history of what we've done with the homes we've already built. So there's a good back and forth that goes on between us as the design build team and the clients as we design and get to the point where we can get ready to build their home.
Something that's very important to me is that we understand what you want. We're talking about room adjacencies, the volumes of the spaces, how you relate to the space, how the house works in terms of sight lines, volume, texture, pattern, all of the things that make a house feel the way it should feel. There's an order to a home, and when it works well, and it's a pleasure to live in. I represent the design end of the design build company that we have. I'm the one that works with you to identify what you want in your home. I listen to the wish list that you've created. I look at certain things that are important to you in terms of how you wish to live in the house. We talk about the style, the aesthetic, the architecture of what you're wanting the house to look like. And then we begin the drawing process to create the conceptual drawings for the house that you've described. I believe that good design solves problems. I think that by understanding what my client is looking for in their homes, we're solving problems. We're really helping to create a home that supports how they wish to live.
One of the materials that we use almost on every home is heavy timber rafters and beams. And it's very, very important that the joinery of that material is perfect because it's going to be exposed, it's going to be seen. So when we do things like rafters in the ceiling, our craftsmen have to be on task every single day to make those as perfect as possible. And it shows in the final product, and that's something that we're very, very pleased with, and the client is also pleased with when they do business with Modern Rustic Homes because it is about the look. So when we're building a home for a client, we have a process that we follow. First, we have 2 superintendents. I like to call the front-end superintendent and the back-end superintendent. The front-end superintendent handles the process with the client on a daily basis up to a point where the back-end superintendent, really the finished superintendent, comes in and monitors the progress all the way to the end of the project. That, along with photographs, emails, if we need to communicate with you on a regular basis, sometimes daily, we do that. It's a very fluid process building a custom home, and we want to make sure you're involved in it at every point of the way so that what we do is meeting your expectation.
Modern Rustic Homes has the highest of standards for construction and provides a home that is a pleasure to live in.
Well, we build a variety of different build systems, from log homes, timber frame homes. We build hybrid homes, which are conventionally built homes with heavy timber accents or using a variety of different materials, rustic materials, kind of what leads us into what we call modern rustic homes. And it's probably the most prevalent home that we build today, the hybrid style. Inside the homes, you're going to see also a variety of materials used, from rough sawn materials, lap siding, shiplap, which is popular today, heavy timber trusses we use metal smithing also. Fireplaces have a lot of stonework on them, a lot of reclaimed materials as well. We use a lot of prefabricated mantles.
2 additional things that we pay a lot of attention to, of course, have to do with energy efficiency. We want that home to be as efficient as we know how to make it, and we do that regularly with our houses. So we look at how we insulate the house, the quality of the window and door products that we use, the overall layout. We're going to pay attention to things such as passive solar gain when we're siting the house on the property. There's a lot that goes into it that we want to take advantage of to be sure that we're producing a home that's energy efficient. Another thing that we do quite often is pay attention, close attention, to the materials that we use. We're doing this so that we get a real blend of both natural and synthetic materials that in the end result reduces the overall maintenance on your house.
What defines a modern rustic home? If you're driving down the street, you'll see a blend of materials used, from rock, log siding, timber frame, metal roofs, different materials on the other sides of the roofs. And that's what gives it the modern rustic look that we're known for. We've been building homes here in the North Georgia, Atlanta North area for 20+ years. One of the things that separates us from our competition is that the majority of the people that work for us have worked for us for over 10 years. The craftsmen, the framers, the builders, we don't go out and subcontract out in a different area. But we're kind of like a family. They've been working together on our homes, and we have a unique build. We're a custom-built home, and every home we build is never like the last one we did. They're always unique and they're always different. And those guys understand how we work and what we expect, and the quality level that we expect is at a very, very high level. We use materials that you will see when you walk in, and how they relate to the other materials in the building is very important. Nothing's hidden by sheetrock. It's all exposed. You're going to see the craftsmanship of the guy that was there working on that piece of material at the time for the rest of your life. So it's very important that what we do and what you're going to see for the rest of your life is done right.
I'm often asked by people considering working with us, what distinguishes us from our competition? It's really a very thoughtful question that deserves a thoughtful answer. It simply is this: we produce the home that you want. We do that with craftsmanship, we do that with care, and we do it with artistry, so that you get the house that you envisioned.
If you would like to visit with Modern Rustic Homes about your next home or remodel, call them today at 706-273-7140 or visit them online at www.modernrustichomes.com.